On a crisp Sunday morning in Beijing, a sea of metal and silicon lined up for a race unlike any other. The Beijing E-Town Robot Half Marathon brought together dozens of humanoid robots, each vying to complete the 13-mile, 21-kilometer, course separate from human runners. Among them stood Lightning, a sleek humanoid developed by the smartphone giant Honor. When the starting signal sounded, Lightning surged forward, its actuators whirring with a precision that belied its mechanical nature. By the time the robot crossed the finish line, the clock read just over 50 minutes. That time not only secured a victory for its creators but also shattered the human half-marathon world record, which stands at just over 57 minutes. The margin of several minutes was a stark reminder of how quickly robotic locomotion is advancing. Lightning's achievement did not happen in isolation. Dozens of other robots took to the parallel track, some operating fully autonomously, others guided by remote operators. The parallel layout was a deliberate safety measure, ensuring that the mechanical competitors would not interfere with any human athletes who might be training nearby. As the race unfolded, a few robots stumbled or veered off course, reminding observers that the technology is still maturing. Yet the contrast with the previous year's event was striking. Where most machines struggled to even finish the race in 2025, a significant contingent now completed the distance, showcasing rapid gains in balance, endurance and real-time navigation. The engineers behind Lightning celebrated the result as a milestone not just for robotics but for the broader tech ecosystem. Du Xiaodi, a development engineer at Honor, drew a parallel to the early days of the automotive industry, noting that competitions like this robot half-marathon often serve as proving grounds for technologies that later find wider applications. Looking ahead, some of these technologies might be transferred to other areas, Du said, hinting at potential spillover into sectors such as manufacturing, logistics, and even emergency response. Spectators lined the route, their reactions a mix of awe and cautious optimism. Sun Jigang, a local resident, exclaimed, "I'm very excited. First of all, it's the first time robots have surpassed humans, and that's something I never imagined." Another onlooker, Jiang Liangji, added, "Their performance is quite impressive. I didn't expect the speeds to be this fast already, and they're all very stable." Organizers emphasized that the race was never purely about speed. Instead, they framed it as a stress test for robotics in uncontrolled, real-world environments. By pushing machines beyond the confines of a laboratory, the event aimed to uncover challenges related to power management, sensor reliability, and adaptive control, issues that must be solved before robots can be reliably deployed in factories, warehouses, or disaster zones. The broader context of the event underscores China's aggressive push into robotics, both for civilian and military purposes. Companies across the country are investing heavily in humanoid and quadruped platforms, viewing them as key assets for future industrial automation and national security. The Beijing Half Marathon, therefore, serves as a public showcase of how quickly science fiction is turning into tangible capability. As Lightning's metallic feet touched the finish line, the message was clear: the boundary between human and machine performance is blurring at an accelerating pace. While the race itself was a singular spectacle, its implications ripple outward, suggesting a future where robots routinely share our streets, work alongside us in factories, and perhaps even assist in crises where human limits are reached. The journey from lab prototype to marathon champion may have just begun, but the speed of that journey is already rewriting what we thought possible.